Ready?
Yes.
哇，香港開緊啲啊！
深水埗希望喺深水埗嘅中做工作同咧落地天嘅，實在係想溝你㗎咋。
Obvious.
Sometimes I feel like filmmakers are like patients going to see a therapist, and the audience is the doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like, hey, I have this problem. Okay, I think about this. So
Yeah, I
in
like
the
that.
end,
I like
you
that.
tell me, like, you know,
Yeah.
what my problem is.
Yeah, I talk too much because I'm an actor. I'm Kate.
I'm Kai.
We are Hongkongers.
老豆喺出邊嘅妾侍生嘅女，好似一
A big part of wanting to make that film was seeing a lot of domestic workers and elderly people during the day. They're good friends. You can see they have this like easy rapport, and you know we think a lot about how they're just together continuously for good or bad. And we're very moved by seeing a lot of people near us who obviously have like very loving relationships with domestic workers. So that was part of the inspiration.
At the beginning, it was like a family drama involved many different characters in a one extended family. We just want to like be more focused on things. Mm-hmm. That's why like we cut them into like small stories so that like each one have more like consistent theme, like more consistent style, and then we focus just on two characters, and I think it's beneficial. But then like you know they seem to also come together. They can screen it together.
Yeah.
The dynamic between the two brothers is actually more the relationship about her and her brother. Obsession about toys, like that's more for me. So it's a combination of like our worldview into that story. We definitely grew up like watching a lot of Japanese anime, and that is, you know, like that's what we relate to. I think in general we are worried that like things are disappearing. You know, in many ways, kind of using memories as a tool, I guess.
I think that that's a theme in a lot of them. But then at a certain point in the film, like as events changed in 2019,
The documentary.
And people in real life started like looking ahead as opposed to engaging in so much nostalgia, we were like, oh, okay, then this can change with it. And so that's why the film like continued on as it did. I think especially coming from America, there are so many like very polished career politicians. Prince of people who make it look easy has really hurt American society. That a lot of people think that there's this gulf between like people who are good at politics and me. I was very excited when we found out Jessica was running because I know her and I knew she was not a born politician.
When she tried all hard. She like pulled herself out. Like she don't really like to do it. Then just try it. For me, that's even more valuable.
And yeah, she'd rather be sleeping. She'd rather be playing with her cats. Like I think it's very dangerous to think that to see a sea of like polished candidates and think they must be very different than me. They must wake up every morning feeling amazing. They must run on 3 hours sleep, no problem. Like no, they're suffering too. I hope everywhere in the world we would appreciate that more.
You know, we do love the place. We do love Hong Kong, I
Yeah.
guess. We want to see all the people here and bring people together.
Yeah. There are very few decisive ends in the world. I do not think there's a decisive end for Hong Kong. I think, you know, whatever the future looks like, there will be a future. It's simply not
That's more
realistic
like,
to suggest that there's like
that's
an
the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also mean that what seems to be a good ending may not be like good forever. What seems to be a bad ending is not bad forever.
Yeah.